Schooling. You're doing great. I'm going to show you how to set up your notebook for reading this week. So I'm just going to go to my reading tab. This was all last week. Okay, so you were going on Mayan and you're going to read The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Now you're going to read two different stories of The Boy That Cried Wolf. They're going to be two different versions. In class, boys and girls, remember we read The Three Little Pigs, and then we read the true story of The Three Little Pigs. So we were comparing and contrasting the two stories. So you're going to do that again with this fable, The Boy That Cried Wolf. Okay? So now again, make sure your name is at the top. You guys are doing a great job at this so that when we get those texts and emails and messages on Edsby, we know whose paper is whose. Okay? So go ahead and put your name, and then I am going to write the title. And remember, the first letters in a title are capital. A boy, actually I think it's The Boy, but I'm going to just go back and cross that out. If you make a mistake, just cross it off. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. And I'm actually going to put those in quotation marks, because that is actually what he said or cried or exclaimed. So I wanted to just put quotation marks there because that's one of the strategies that we learned in writing. Okay, so The Boy Who Cried Wolf, that's the title. Now on Monday for reading, all you're doing is iReady reading. So you shouldn't have even started this until Tuesday. So the day that you're looking at this video should be Tuesday, unless you're working ahead, and that's okay. Make sure for iReady, your parents are asking questions, but we know that 45 minutes is all you need for iReady, right? Same as in class. It's no different, okay? So, iReady reading Monday, so this should be Tuesday. So you're going to go on Mayan, you're going to read the book, and then you're going to come back here, and the skill that we're working on is the lesson or the moral. So what did the author want you to learn from reading this fable? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to read this and you're just going to take some notes this week. Okay, so I want to know, who is the main character of this story? Just tell me his name, and I'm just going to give it to you here because it tells us right in the title. They just call him the boy. Okay, he doesn't have a name in the story, okay? He does do a job, so if you want to tell me a different detail on what his job is, you can tell me that there. The boy who, whatever. And then I want you to tell me the setting. So remember, the main character is like the person that's in the story. The setting is like, I always draw a house for you guys, is the setting, like where is that story taking place? So just go ahead and tell me, where is that taking place? And then the problem. Okay, so something goes wrong in the story. Tell me what goes wrong here. Now again, just notes. They don't have to be long, they don't have to be sentences. This is the reading portion of your day, not writing. So just make sure you're focusing on the reading skill, okay? So beginning, middle, end, character setting, problem, and the lesson that I want you to learn, okay? Now then your lesson plan says, in your journal, write a sentence about the lesson you could learn from this fable. Write another sentence to tell how you could apply this lesson to your life. So you could start that sentence. Now this is all Tuesday, but again, oops, I forgot to put my date. I can just go back up here and I'm going to write Tuesday, 4/15/20. Okay. Now, remember, we always try to answer the question in a full sentence. So in your journal, write a sentence about the lesson you could learn from this fable. So I'm going to start with, the lesson I could learn from this fable is to, and I'm going to give you a little clue, is to always, what should you always do in your life, okay? So you're going to add that in here, period at the end, and then it says, write another sentence to tell how you could apply this lesson to your life. So you could say, in my life, and then go ahead and tell me how you can do that, or maybe like why you think that's important. Okay? So that's what you're going to do for Tuesday. Or Wednesday is working into iReady. So however you guys want to do it, you work at your own pace. I don't care which days you do what, but I'm just showing you the outline of what it should look like. Okay? And then Thursday you're going to go on Brain Pop and you're going to just watch the video of compare and contrast. Okay? You guys all know how to get on Brain Pop. You don't need your parents to do that. You can get on that yourself. Compare and contrast. Remember, a compare and contrast is like what we talked about with the Venn diagram, like this. Okay? So how things are the same goes in the middle, and then how the two stories are different. So how the boy that cried wolf, and then you're going to read today The Boy Who Cried Wolf, the sheepish but truthful wolf. So it's going to be a little bit of a spin on that story. You don't have to do this here. I was just showing you what compare and contrast means. Okay, so I've run out of room here, but I'm going to turn. So then on Thursday, after you watch the Brain Pop video, you're going to write your name again, just so that I know what you're still working on. We're going to write today is Thursday, or whatever day you're doing it, but this is what the plans say. In your journal, take notes. So again, I want you to do the same thing that we did before. Who is the main character? It is going to be different this time. Who is the main character? What is the setting? This is something that might stay the same. It might change. You need to take the notes to figure it out. And what is the problem? Okay? Now remember, after reading this second book, I want you to tell me how these books are the same and how they're different. Okay? That's the whole point of reading two of the same. How is the lesson from this version of the fable different than the lesson in the original version? Write to explain how the lessons are different. So the way that you could start that sentence could just be, in the first book, I learned to always, now go back to your notes on the other page. So what did you learn how to do? To always blank, okay? However, in this version, the lesson was, oh, you can't see my writing. This is when all you guys yell at me in class and say, we can't see. However, in this version, the lesson was, okay, and then you're going to stop there, okay? And that's it. So that's your reading for the week. If you want to just wait until Friday to send me all of the work you did for reading, so this page and this page, oops, not butterfly. So this page and this page, you can send that to me every day. Some people are sending it, or you can just send me the whole thing on Friday. That's fine too. We didn't assign you any lessons on Friday because we want you to use that as like a catch-up day if you want to take a break during the week, or if you just need to catch up on something, and this is the day that you're just going to send all of your stuff. Okay? As always, if you have any questions, please, please, please reach out. We are here for you. We love you. We miss you. And we can't wait to see your work this week.